What is up, y'all? This is your boy Red. Welcome back to part two of Luigi's Mansion. So now we're back. Um, and if y'all come to these mirrors and flash your Game Boy Horror camera onto it, it brings you back to the main foyer. So yeah. Um, now I think that too. Now reflections. I think reflections were a thing on the N64, but I don't think they could have been that clear. Or were they even a thing on the N64? And mind y'all, these like when I'm saying stuff that like I think, you know, when I'm comparing, something that we see on here versus like an N64 game, I'm actually just referring to like N64 games from like, that came out during that time, like in the 90s and early 2000s. But like it's some talent, it's like some really, really talented people out here nowadays. They're able to like really push like the hardware to like its limit, like breaking the limits. Actually, talk about limit breaker Jiren and Ultra Instinct Goku. That's how these modders be out here. Like it's some GameCube looking games. Like people have modded like Super Mario 64 to the point where it looks like a GameCube game. Like I may showcase that shit because it's fire. I think I am because it's very dope, like very dope. And here we come across one of the our first, like, I don't know what they call them. I just call them like the family type ghost. I'm assuming these are the people who lived in the mansion, but I guess they're all dead. And right here, I think I'm trying to figure out what to do, but I think you kind of just wait till he yawns. This one is pretty easy. I'm just maybe doing the most. Yeah, I think you're supposed to just like let him be like that, and then he'll yawn. I'm just having a slow moment right now. Just a reminder, this is post commentary too, so y'all don't be clipping this saying that you know, y'all know what I mean. Oh yeah, and it's a lot of like little things. If you like point the Game Boy camera at, it'll tell you like different things about things. Yeah, that was a good way to word that. Okay, am I gonna get him now? Okay, I guess I decided not to. Okay, there it is. Okay, I don't know what I was doing during this recording. Oh, and he has pearls in his pocket. Now these people were rich. It's money everywhere. I want to know what these people did for a living. Like, was there like some type of family business? I swear, a lot of games from my childhood, I feel like I haven't even like tipped the iceberg of some of them. And what do y'all think about the Game Boy horror? I think it's actually pretty cool. Like I always think it's a cool concept when you have like a device in a game that can do like different things that has like a purpose, like for the actual gameplay too. And it's like, oh, like there are actual Game Boys in the Mushroom Kingdom. I wonder, are there other Nintendo consoles? It's supposed to be a play on Game Boy Color. And for this boss, you open the window and then the drift like messes her some. I guess it messes something up, or she gets like cold or something. And that was her. And then when the lights turn on, that just you just look around somewhere just to enjoy the environment. Cause back in the day, I can imagine a lot of people just like probably just looking at things, or like looking at the mansion, or like looking in the rooms. Okay, and these like doorknob scenes, I swear, as a kid, I used to think something pop like jump scare you, but nothing really happens. He just like goes to the door. Even the little baby got money. Dang. And yeah, so stuff like this was probably hard to do on N64. Like having a suction cup, like pick up a ball, and then the ball having like realistic physics, maybe. Or am I giving the GameCube too much credit? I'm definitely just like biased, I guess you could say. But the N64 was a powerful system too, though. No, y'all can't. Don't do that system like that. And I don't necessarily know what I did right here. Oh yeah, you have to shake this horse like back and forth. Is that like a Trojan horse? And then the baby's a little feisty, so he's gonna like actually fight versus the other ones where they just like surrender. Controlling this ball is a little bit finicky though, just a little bit. I could have sworn when I first had it, when I first got in the room, I had a little bit more control of it though. Oh, when I got him in one shot. That owie. How does this baby know to even speak like this? But dang, did the baby die too? Like as a baby? Or did they all die at different points and now their ghosts are like certain versions of them? That's messed up. And yeah. But I think they get away with they kind of get away with that because the ghosts don't really resemble, like they look human just enough. They look human but like cartoony just enough to where like a little kid really isn't gonna like think about, oh, like these are dead people or anything like that. Like it's just like a ghost baby, like it's like a monster in like a kid's head. But now when you're older, you kind of think about like, oh my god, like this is a dead baby. Oh my god, like I like this stuff that I want to know. Like what happened? Like what happened to these people? Like did somebody like assassinate all of them? Did something happen? The mansion is still there, so it can't have been like destroyed or nothing. And this part is easier because um yeah, it's everything's bigger, so you have a much more better like control. over like your shot. Versus in the room where it was actually kind of I did it on my first try on that cut, but it's been times where I like spent a minute trying to like hit him with that ball. And I kind of like how this usually, it's kind of lame when you people like reuse assets in their game, but this is kind of clever because it takes the bed, the baby, and like the Trojan horse, and it like makes them huge and makes them like part of the boss fight. And we got him. And Luigi's face is actually very like emotive in this game, which was not as doable during like N64 days. But then again, I honestly I feel like it was. I feel like they just weren't like focused on like having expressive faces in the N64 era. Cause it's PlayStation games that have like Crash Bandicoot and like Spiral and stuff. It's PlayStation games that have like emotive like animations for like characters and stuff. So even though some things may be like new to the GameCube, it's not necessarily that they couldn't do it on the N64. They just, I guess, didn't have like the time to like fully see the potential. But honestly, that's the fucked up thing about all these systems. Like when you think about it, like by the time games really start looking like really good on the system, like we're on to the next one. That's why I feel like console generations just they don't last long enough. They never do. Unless you were like unless except for like the what PlayStation 2. Now that lasted for years. And that was stage one. Well, area one. So that was Neville, Lydia, and Chauncey. And yeah, I definitely don't remember their names until we get to these screens. And we got money. And yeah, catch y'all on the flip side. This your boy Red. Ciao.